When it comes to stress management, there are many strategies and tools. But there is one tool that stands out. It's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. I'm sure some of you must have heard of this before. So this tool is simple, easy to practice, and very effective. It helps you to release any negative emotions, stress, physical discomfort like headache, body pain, and all those things. So in this video, I'll share with you step-by-step process on how to practice this, and I'll do a demo at the end. So let's get started. See, our body, mind, emotions, all these are part of one integrated system. And when you influence one aspect of your system, you affect all of it. Right? So the basic idea of this healing technique is this. The cause of all negative emotion is a disruption in our body's energy system. So EFT combines the principles of acupuncture, a lot of things from psychology, to relieve emotional distress and physical discomfort. So it involves tapping on specific points on the body, mostly the face part. It's called energy meridians, while focusing on your problem. The history of EFT dates back to 1970s when an American psychologist and acupuncturist, his name is Roger Callahan, so he developed something called thought field therapy, TFT. So he noticed that tapping on specific energy points on the body could relieve emotional distress and physical pain. So over time, TFT evolved into EFT, which is more accessible and user-friendly, and it's been widely studied and applied in various places, various settings, including clinical tests on depressions and things like that. So EFT gained its popularity due to its simplicity and its ability to help people overcome a wide range of emotional and physical issues. There are thousands of case studies and research work on the effectiveness of this technique. And it's been used to relieve stress, anxiety, phobia, trauma, pain, a lot of conditions like that. The person who popularized this was Gary Craig. So he got trained under Dr. Roger. So Gary Craig was a Stanford engineer. So he simplified the whole thing into what is now called as Emotional Freedom Technique, EFT. Some people also call this as tapping solution. And it's very similar to this acupressure, if you're familiar with it. So the only thing is here we don't use any needles. Instead of that, we use our fingertips to stimulate energy points on the body. It's very easy to master, and it can be performed virtually anywhere, anytime.
Acupuncture relies on the fact that there are subtle energies that run throughout the body called meridians. If they're not flowing well, the body's health does not do well. And what I found was something just very stunning. If we stimulate these meridians, tapping on them with our fingertips, it tends to balance things out, and people that would have an intense emotional issue, it would just fade. Sometimes it would happen in minutes. Once you start taking care of these emotional issues and doing it correctly and really resolving them, physical things start to subside as well.
EFT focuses on the meridian points or energy hotspots to restore balance to our energy system. So stimulating these meridian points through tapping can reduce the stress or the negative emotions you feel. So the basic tapping technique, it requires you to focus on a problem statement. This can be anything. It can be fear, stress, worry, bad memory, or any unresolved problem. And it can even be a physical pain like headache, back pain, and things like that. So let me explain the process. So EFT tapping can be divided into 5 steps. Step 1, identify the issue. So in order for this technique to be effective, the first thing is to identify the problem statement. Right? So that will be your focus point. And very important, focus only one problem at a time. So it can be general stress, anxiety, fear, or something specific situation, issue, whatever is causing you to feel nervous, anxious, or even some form of pain in your body. It works for all kind of phobias, right? So this is the first step. Number 2, test the initial intensity. After you identify your problem area, you need to set a benchmark level of intensity. So the intensity level is rated on a 10-point scale, 1 to 10, 10 being the worst or most difficult. The scale assesses the emotional or physical pain, discomfort you feel inside. So establishing a benchmark helps you to monitor your progress after you perform the tapping, the EFT part. Right? Say, for example, if your initial intensity was 10 prior to tapping, and after tapping, if it comes down to 5, then there's a 50% improvement. You got it? It's like that. Number 3 is the setup. Prior to tapping, you need to establish a phrase that explains what you're trying to address. It must focus on 2 main things. Number 1, problem statement, acknowledging the issue. Number 2, accepting yourself despite the problem. So the common setup phrase, normally people what they use is, this is a statement. Even though I have this, whatever is the problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. I'll give a sample. So even though I am undergoing tremendous stress right now, I deeply and completely accept myself. You can alter this phrase to fit into your problem. It must not address someone's problem, right? For example, you can't say that even though my mother is sick, I deeply and completely accept myself. You have to focus on your problem, right? And what you feel about it. So when you tap, always begin tapping on it's called the karate chop point, and you repeat the phrase. So this part, when you shake hand, you touch this part, right? So this part. So you can do it with me to give an idea. So this is how you tap. So you tap and say the phrase, the statement, right? You can tap some 5 to 10 times. You don't have to count and all. Just approximate time is fine, right? So this is like accepting the problem, accepting yourself, being honest with yourself. So this is a setup phase. You acknowledge how you feel, you honor how you feel, because generally we fight against our negative emotions, right? But when we accept, we are opening ourselves to release it. So this is step 3. Step 4 is the actual tapping. So tapping sequence. There are 9 meridian points. And many of these points you intuitively, you kind of know. There's like, for example, when you're stressed, you touch like this, right? Middle of your eyebrows, like I'm stressed. Or when you are scared, you put your hands here on the chest. So these are actually energy meridian points. So we kind of intuitively know these points. And when you say the statement, the phrase, you can pretend that you are telling your friend or you're praying to your God. Basically, you're expressing yourself out. There's a saying, right? Sorrow shared is half and joy shared is double. So you are basically sharing it loud with somebody. And there's a tape inside you, inside your head. But when you express it out, you're taking it out of your head and you are releasing it. So imagine a balloon filled with air and you are releasing the air. In the same way, when your head is filled with negativity, when you express it loud, you are releasing it. Right? You're giving a voice to what you're feeling inside. So that will calm your brain, and when you're relaxed, you'll be more resourceful to face the problem. So that's the logic. Now, coming to tapping. So there are, as I said, 9 energy meridian points, starting with your eyebrow. So where the eyebrow begins. So this is the first point. We start here, tapping here. You can use one hand or both the hands, which is fine. Second point is side of eye here, end of eyebrow. There's a bone here. The third one is under eye. So you can tap some 5-10 times. I'm just doing it fast here. The next one is under nose. So you tap here, above the lip. Next is chin point. You can tap some 10-15 times and say the phrase, like I'm stressed. You just say that phrase when you tap. The next point is collarbone. So it's a collarbone here. And after that, underarm. So this is like 4 inch beneath the armpit. So to tap here. And the last point is top of your head, directly on the crown of your head. So these are the tapping points. So I'll repeat. So the first point is the karate chop point. So you start here with the phrase, and then the points. Here's beginning of the eyebrow. Number 2. Number 3 is here, this part, end of the eyebrow. Number 4 is under your eyes. Number 5 is under your nose, under lips. 6th point. 7th point is collarbone. And 8th point is here. And the 9th point is the crown, the top of your head, right? number 5 is, after tapping, test the final intensity. So at the end of your sequence, after tapping, you can see where you are right now, again on a scale of 1 to 10. So compare your results with your initial intensity level, right? So what was the initial number, see if it is coming down. Like initially it was some 7, 8, now it came down to 5, 6, right? And keep tapping till it comes down, right? And towards end, when you tap, you can change the statement. Initially you'll say I'm stressed, and things like that. But in the second or third round, when the intensity comes down, or the stress level comes down, you can use positive phrases. Like, I'm feeling good now, I'm relaxed, right? Basically, the first 2 rounds, you can't use positive because your mind will not accept it, right? So initially, when you start with the negative statement and tap. After 1 or 2 rounds, you can say positive statements when you tap. The same way, like you need to weed a garden before you plant seeds, right? So you have to release the intensity and negativity of what you're feeling before you empower with positive thoughts, right? Got it? So that's how it works. Some points to remember. Number 1, you should use a firm but gentle pressure when you tap. Same as if you are drumming on the top of your desk, that kind of pressure. You can tap one side of the body or both the body at the same time, because the meridian points are symmetrical on either side of the body. So I'll demonstrate a whole complete round here. You can even do it with me right now. So let us take stress as an example, right? So it can be any issues, but we're just taking stress. So the first thing is, when we feel stress, it's not just your head, right? You experience with your whole body, which is why this is a very powerful process to release stress. So let's start. Step 1 is to identify the issue. In this case, stress is the problem. Number 2, the intensity. Say my stress level is at 7. Number 3 is a setup statement. So start with tapping the side of the hand. So I'm going to say that phrase: even though I'm tensed and stressed at this moment, I accept how I feel. I deeply love and accept myself. You have to say it 3 times. Okay, second time again. Even though I'm tensed and stressed at this moment, I accept how I feel. I deeply love and accept myself. Third time. Even though I am tensed and stressed at this moment, I accept how I feel. I deeply love and accept myself. Now we're getting into the tapping points. Step number 4. Start with your beginning of the eyebrow. I'm stressed. You can just keep repeating that negative emotion, whatever you're feeling. I'm feeling anxious right now. I'm nervous. Keep tapping. The second point, end of the eyebrow. I'm feeling down now. I'm feeling stressed. Okay, keep tapping. And then under your eyes, keep tapping at least for 15-20 times. I'm just doing it fast. And then under your nose, keep tapping. And then here, the chin part. I'm stressed. The collarbone, I'm stressed. I'm feeling stressed. Then here, armpit, I'm stressed. And the last point here, I'm feeling stressed. Right? So keep tapping, and then the first 1 or 2 rounds you can say these negative statements, and once you feel better, you can move to positive statements. Something like, I'm calm and confident. I'm calm, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great now. I feel strong. Okay? And take a deep breath in once the whole process is down, and then check the intensity. In most cases, the intensity will come down at least 50% after like 2 to 3 rounds of tapping. And then be in that positive state for some time. So this is the technique. As I said, it's very simple. It sounds silly, but it's very powerful. Just try it out whenever you feel any of these negative emotions. So to conclude, emotional freedom technique, or EFT, is a simple, powerful tool that will help you to manage stress and improve your overall well-being. So by tapping on the specific points on the body, while focusing on a particular issue, thought, or a problem, or a feeling, you can release negative emotions, relieve stress, and experience an increase in energy, focus, and happiness just by tapping. It's easy to practice. You don't need any special equipment or anything like that. You can do it anywhere, whether you're dealing with stress, trauma, pain, or any issue, right? It's a powerful tool that you can incorporate into your daily routine to feel good, to feel better. I hope this video has given you a good introduction to emotional freedom technique. So the key to reducing stress is all about taking action, right? So start using EFT today and experience the amazing benefits for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Happy tapping, everyone.